We're coming to you live from our studios here at MX24. Welcome to MS Breaks. My name is Kwabena Ameya. Coming up, Bank of Ghana to adopt the use of helicopters to transport cash across the country. Also coming up, President Akufo Addo commissions Kasapreko water, juice and soft drinks factory. Now to the details. Following the recent attacks by criminals on bullion vans in the country, the Bank of Ghana has implemented measures to curtail the menace. Addressing the media, Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, hinted that the central bank, with support from the Ghana Air Force, will use helicopters to transport cash to banks across the country.
This is about the third or so that we have occasion that we have had that type of incident, and all of them are using these Nissan pickup trucks that have been converted into bullion vans. It's a matter that the Bank of Ghana has taken seriously. I saw our head of security here, and I think last week we were meeting with the banks to decide on the way forward. We have quite a good fleet of bullion vans, and I'm asking them to see how we can collaborate with the banks so that we would have a more secure way of transporting money around the country. I've also met with the Chief of Air Staff, is that what they call them? Chief? The Air Vice Marshal, yes, and he has offered to assist the bank with, lifting currency around the country using some of the aircrafts that they have. So there's a lot of work being done to improve the security of carrying specie around the country.
Now, away from that, President Akufo Addo has commissioned the Kasapreko juice and soft drinks factory, a company operating under government 1D, 1F factory initiative. Now, at the ceremony at the premises of the company at Kwadaso in the Ashanti region, President Akufo Addo noted that the establishment of the factory is a concrete manifestation of a new paradigm of economic development, which his administration is vigorously pursuing. Now, according to the president, the 1D, 1F initiative focuses on the promotion of commercially viable business ventures through the establishment of an institutional framework that attracts private sector investment in rural economic activities. Now, away from that, the latest COVID-19 local economic tracker results suggest communities in the border district were affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, these communities experienced a 93.2% reduction in sales with a 74.5% decline in production. Now, government statistician Professor Samuel Kwabena Enim has more.
Based on the effect, that is the economic effect, and the assistance from the various state agencies and increase in prices, we conclude that localities in border districts were most hit by COVID-19, specifically from the perspective that across all the 11 divisions of prices that we collected data, localities in the border district indicated a higher price level. And from the perspective of economic impact, we saw that localities in the border district recorded 93.2% or indicated 93.2% increase in, reduction in sales, and also 74.5% indicated reduction in production. Assistance received by localities for food and water was skewed to lockdown districts. Specifically, we saw a 78 percentage point difference between assistance that was received for food. In this context, we put food that was cooked and food that is cooked and raw food together. And between lockdown district and border district, we saw a 78 percentage point difference.
Now let's stay a bit longer with the economy. Ghana recorded its highest trade balance for 2020 in August. Now this was revealed by the Summary of Microeconomic and Financial Data for September 2020, which was recently released by the Bank of Ghana. From the data, Ghana recorded a trade surplus of 1.3 billion in August 2020, representing a 2% of total GDP. Now this is the second consecutive time the country has recorded an increase in trade balance after a decline in June 2020.
Although the trade balance recorded in August 2020 is the highest so far in the year, it represents a marginal decline year on year. According to the data, Ghana in August 2019 recorded a trade surplus of $1.4 billion, representing 2.4% of GDP, but a marginally decreased to 1.3 billion in August 2020, which represents 2% of GDP. Despite the decline, Ghana's trade surpluses have been marginally increasing for most part of 2020.
Well, that's it for today's edition of MS Breaks. My name is Kwabena Ameyao. Keep watching MS24.